Okay, now where are you from?
Birmingham, Alabama. The east side of Birmingham.
Still reside in Birmingham?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you do music, rap music.
Mm.
Birmingham, how far is that from Atlanta?
Shit, like good hour and a half from Atlanta.
Was there ever a thought on moving to Atlanta to pursue?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I just moved to the A like a couple months ago. But I ended up going back though when it started to pop for me. I ended up going back to Birmingham
Why?
because that's where well I had met some people and that was gonna help make it easier for me. So I went back and that's when I ended up getting shot. Like people was telling me not to go back and shit like that, but it was worth it. You feel me?
You got shot.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
Damn near my ass. Like right up under my ass. In my leg.
Was that life-threatening or no?
Nah. Well, I don't think so. But the doctor was telling me about how it was an inch away from a femur bone and shit. But I don't really know about all that shit.
Maybe a broken leg if it would have touched your femur bone or something?
It said a lot of main arteries and shit wrapped around that bone, so it could have been, you feel me, could have went way worse.
I see.
Yeah.
That shooting, could that situation have been prevented? Thinking back? Could it have been
Probably
avoided?
so, but it was like on some gotta be handled right now type shit. Like, so it would, like, it could have been though. I definitely think it could have been. But wasn't thinking though.
Was that music related at all?
Hell nah. That was about some shit that happened with my people. It ain't had nothing to do with music.
You think if you never had gone back to Birmingham, maybe that wouldn't have happened either?
Definitely. I know for a fact if I went back to Birmingham, cause when I'm in the A, like don't nobody know me, so go sit on the porch, smoke, chill. I don't have to worry about nobody bothering me and shit like that.
How much time did you spend exactly in Atlanta?
Hell, I said like a good 2 weeks before I went back.
Oh.
Cause when I got here and I ain't know nobody, I kind of felt like damn, this weak as hell, I can't do nothing. So I had to get my feet back on the ground, so I went back to Birmingham.
Small fish in a big pond?
Hell yeah, like, I think when I first got here, my auntie sent me a lift or some shit, and I had never been in no lift before. So I was like, fuck, these folks really get paid to just drive people around. I thought that what the fuck taxes and shit were for. I'm country here, so hey, I ain't used to all that shit.
In Birmingham, you're a big fish in a small pond?
Hell yeah. Everybody know each other in Birmingham. Like, no matter what side you from, everybody know. I'm pretty sure here it's way different. Probably see new faces every day, but Birmingham, it's the same people. You see the same face.
You attempted Atlanta for 2 weeks. You ended up going back. Will you attempt to go back to Atlanta again, maybe for a move to pursue your music career, or that's not in the future?
Probably, I would. You feel me? It's easier to, you know what I'm saying, network with people here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would. I don't really know if that's concrete yet, but yeah, I would.
Now, growing up in Birmingham, what was that like? Can you paint that picture for us?
It's really hard growing up in Birmingham for real. It's like almost like nobody wanting to see the next person happy or some shit like that. You feel me? You don't really even have to be in the streets or no shit like that. You feel me? Just having shit, people are not like you. Cause like that shit normal, like everywhere else, like in Atlanta, shit like that, people having money, nice cars and shit. But in Birmingham, people see that automatic, you a target. They want it. So it was really kind of rough, for real. But I don't really know how to explain this shit.
Living somewhere, growing up somewhere rough, some people move away, right? It becomes too much.
True.
If there's another option, they'll go somewhere else. Why stay so long in Birmingham?
It just was, that's where my family was at. And my grandma, like, we've been staying in the same spot. My grandma been staying in the same spot my whole life. So it was never, like I got family in other cities, like my auntie that moved to Atlanta, the one I moved with, but that's about it. My family don't leave Birmingham, for real. Why? I don't fucking know, it ain't shit there, but hey.
You are older now. You could move,
Yeah.
not even to Atlanta, you could move somewhere else. Louisiana, you could move Texas, Mississippi.
But I
other
don't
places.
think I'd be comfortable though. Like other places, these big places, they be having all kind of hurricanes and crazy shit. We don't have too much of that in Birmingham. We probably have a tornado every now and then, but I'm scared of all that shit, all that natural disaster shit. I ain't really with that shit. For real.
At least with a hurricane, though, you get a warning. Tornadoes, there's no warning.
But them motherfuckers never did hit on my side of town. You feel me? Them motherfuckers always hit on the way somewhere else. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't watch no damn weather anyway. So.
And I was being a little sarcastic there. I mean, they do have tornado warnings.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
true.
they don't have warnings.
Yeah.
My sarcasm was more so you're warned with but so much time, whereas a hurricane, you have days, to pack up and leave if you want.
True.
You have choices, and you have time with those choices. With a tornado, hey, the weather looks...
You gonna move or you fucked up. For real.
Now, growing up with a rough description that you painted, what was the toughest moment for you that you had to deal with? You were shot, but that was later on in your life.
Yeah.
Growing up, though, what was your roughest moment?
I had to say it was losing my granddad, because he was like the heart of the family, for real. You feel me? I feel like that's when life started to get hard after I lost my granddad. For real. Everything just started to go downhill after that, because it was like everybody was scrambling, trying to find a way how they going, you feel me? He had everybody under a wing, so we was straight. We weren't really prepared for him to leave and shit like that. So that left us fucked up.
How did he pass away?
Oh, he died from diabetes. Yeah, he died with that shit, man.
He knew he had it?
Yeah, he was inside of my mom and them had put him in a nursing home. I don't know who the fuck put him in there, but I ain't like that shit though. He was telling us about how you feel me? He was saying little shit like they was mistreating him and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I said a couple days before he died, he had a real serious talk with me, so I feel like he knew he was finna die, but nobody else, because my granddad ain't never had no serious talk with me. It was always about like how to save money and do this and do the right way and the wrong way to do shit, but when like that day, I felt the badass vibe walking out that room, and that was my last time talking to him. So.
Does diabetes run in your family?
Shit, no. Nah. Hell no. He was, well, I don't really know. He the only person I know.
That got it?
Yeah.
Now, how old were you when he passed?
I say it was like 14, 15. I was still in middle school. Yeah.
And this is your grandfather on your mom's side?
Yeah.
Where was your dad?
I don't know. I ain't have no relationship with bro around that time.
You have a relationship with him now?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, our relationship we started a relationship like shortly after that. I say it was like a couple years after that.
What age was he out of your life prior to this? So your parents weren't together? Got you.
It was just my mama.
We'll get back to that later down in this segment, but let's talk about your grandfather at the moment. How were you notified he passed away?
My cousin told me. It was like one day we came home. Me and my sister was at my auntie house, and my mama didn't come pick us up. My cousin went and dropped us off, and she was telling us like, y'all comfort y'all mama, like make sure she okay when y'all get in the house. But we don't know what the fuck going on. And we was young as hell, and we walk in the house like my mama just standing at the top of the steps, and shit. So we like, what the fuck? Like, what wrong? And she just broke out crying, like big crying, like hard as hell. And we like, what's wrong? So then she was like, he gone. Still didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. And when she said my granddad was gone, that shit was like, it's almost like you couldn't believe that shit. He was like the superhero of the family type shit, you know?
Even though he was in a nursing home, even though he was facing diabetes, it still was a shock?
That shit still was a shock. Like, he used to always tell me shit like, I'm a monster. Like when I was little, he would tell me about how he got hit by a bus and all kind of shit like that. And be like, he'll tell me like, oh, I ain't gonna die type shit. So, me being so young, you feel me, I wasn't expecting that man to die.
He was also, because your father wasn't around at this moment of your life, he played the role as the male figure in your life.
He was my dad. I got his name tattooed right here.
How long after his death?
I say like, it was like 2 or 3 years afterwards because I was young as hell when he died. So I got this shit when I was in high school.
Was that a spontaneous decision of the tattoo of him, or was that premeditated?
It was premeditated. I knew I was going to do it. I was just too young to do it. So I was just waiting till I was old enough.
You find out he passes away. How did you cope with that?
It still fuck with me today, honestly. But, I don't know. It's almost like shit outweigh it though. Like I try not to think about it because it be so much different shit going on. So I try not to think about it, but every time, like when I'm just chilling or some shit, or I'm talking to my mama, she'll bring his name up. Like, yeah, I still think about that shit, but that's about it. Other than that, I try not to think about it.
You were a teenager at the time of his death.
Yeah.
Was there any counseling or therapy involved after his death?
People, when I was going to school and shit, people like the school counselor was trying to talk to me and shit, but I don't really like talking to people about my problems and shit like that. Like, I don't know how to express myself. So I wouldn't talk to nobody. I just, you feel me? I always had an attitude problem, so I just go fight and shit like that. Just let some of that shit out, you know.
You were holding it in.
Hell yeah. I still hold a lot of shit in today. But I feel like it's because I have to, though, in order to get to where I want to go.
Do you think you need counseling or therapy now? You're older now.
Yeah, but I don't think I would take it, though. I think I need it, but like I said, I don't like to talk about, you feel me? So I just keep that shit to myself. Smoke that shit away.
You smoke it away.
Yeah.
But you still face it. So it's not gone.
True, it just be like temporary, you know. It's just like after I lost my brother, it's like everything, I started to look at life different, you know. So, like I be going through shit that I be wanting to talk to people about sometimes, but I can't. And sometimes like I'm just not comfortable talking to people about certain shit, cause I be feeling like folks won't understand though. Like even my partners that was around me and him like that, I don't think none of them feel the shit how I feel it, cause I was with them like every day type shit, you know. So I don't even talk to them about this shit. I just chill.
You haven't tried it though. You may want to consider it, just to try it.
Yeah, I tried, but it's like when I tried, I really couldn't. It was almost like I couldn't get the shit out. So I was just like, fuck this shit. And it made me mad because I wanted to talk about the shit and I couldn't. I wanted to put it in a way where when, you know what I'm saying, I ain't want to be like, damn, this nigga tripping type shit. I wanted to be able to understand and talk back with me. So I just left the shit alone.
You look at music as counseling or therapy for you, or no?
Somewhat. It's just fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you're making music, it's really like all in your imagination. Like, you put that shit together. You feel me? So that shit just be fun. Like, I don't think about shit else when I'm in the studio and shit.
Did you, well, before I even ask this question, you mentioned your brother. Your brother passed away also.
Yeah.
How old were you?
That was just, it's 2 years now?
Very recent.
Yeah.
How did he pass?
He got killed. Yeah.
Gun violence?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in another segment. In regards to your grandfather, did you attend the funeral?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to that funeral.
Was that your first funeral ever?
That I can remember, yeah. And it's like after that, shortly after I lost him, and then my cousin died. But I ain't go to that funeral though. I went, but I sat outside.
Why?
I ain't want to see her in no casket, man. My cousin died from cancer though.
What kind?
I honestly don't even know. I never did want to talk about it. I used to always want to just go see her. You know what I'm saying? The last time I seen her, like she just lit up like a light bulb. She was just happy to see me.
These types of things, though, from the outside looking in, these are important things to know, because when it comes to like cancer and stuff like that, if it's something that may run in your family, it may help to know what it is, to maybe do preventative things in your life, to maybe stay away from certain things, or to get tested for certain things at certain ages, to maybe prevent the same fate for you.
True.
And I just want to put that out there to people watching this that are kind of like you, that kind of know what's going on but don't want to know what's going on. But it may be important to know what's going on, even though it is a painful thing, or, you know.
True. Yeah.
Just something to think about. And I would be curious to find out, one, what cancer it was, and if they found out too late, or maybe they found out in time, but it wasn't something that was...
Yeah, they couldn't stop it though. Like, it was severe. She had started losing hair fast as hell, and like her head started to get, you feel me? Like her head started to get swollen and shit. And she couldn't walk. They had on the little, she was riding around on the little thing. But I never did really get to see her in the hospital. I saw her in the hospital one time. And that was the time I went and seen her. And that was my last time. I used to always ask my mama, like, I used to beg her, like, every time I used to always have to go to football practice and shit. Like I asked her, you feel me, can I go to the hospital and see Erica today? And she always tell me, nah, I'll take you tomorrow. Nah, I'll take you tomorrow. And tomorrow ain't never come. They told me while I was at school that she had died, but I don't know, that shit just had made me mad. Like I was low-key mad at my mama though. For real. It's just like I knew she was gonna die, but I wanted to at least, you feel me?
You ever talked about it with your mom about?
No. I don't really talk to nobody when it comes to shit like that. Like, shit that make me mad, I just leave it alone.
You are on good terms with your mom, though?
Hell yeah. I love my mama to death. Hell yeah.
Your grandfather's funeral, how tough was that for you?
Oh, that was hard to hear. It's still, I don't know if other people know it, but it's still said that I was the favorite grandchild. You feel me? Cause like I was around them all the time. It would show me how to make money and shit like that. So me having to see my granddaddy, knowing that I wasn't gonna be able to talk to him, that shit, and being so young, yeah, that kind of fucked with me.
What do you miss the most about him?
Being able to talk to him. Like now I can't talk to people about my problems, but like my granddad, I could. Whatever I wanted to talk about, even if it was the smallest shit, like I got to find at school today type shit, I can go talk to my granddad about it. I ain't got to worry about him fussing at me, all that shit. It was like he was my friend. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit was hard.
What's your favorite memory of him?
Shit. He took me fishing for the first time. That was my first time going fishing. I still don't know how to fucking fish. But shit, we had fun though.
Let's say somebody's watching this and maybe they're experiencing the death of a grandparent themselves that they were very close to. Circumstances could be different for everybody, but is there any general advice you have coping with the death of a grandparent?
Not really. I don't really know how, cause I like it still fuck with me, so I really don't know how. I don't want to give out no bad advice. Ain't nobody depressed or no shit like that. So, nah.
Were you doing music back then that young or no?
Yeah, I was rapping, but it wasn't like no in the studio type shit. Like I
Okay.
was recording videos and posting on Facebook type shit. Like, yeah.
Did your grandfather see this side of you?
Hell no.
He didn't.
All he knew was, you know what I'm saying? He knew I was fighting and shit, and I was bad as hell, but it really was about football and school every time he talked to me, you know what I'm saying? It went on. We never talk about what the fuck I was doing outside of that.
What do you think he would think now of what you're doing with your music career choice and path and that sort of thing?
I think he'll be proud of me, but like everybody for real expected me to be playing football, even me. You feel me? So I think he'll be proud of me, but I really don't know how he'll feel about the shit. For real.
Have you made a song about him?
No. Mm-mm.
Thought
I
about
put
it?
his name in the song, but I never did put the song out though.
Why not?
I don't even know. I actually made a song with talking about a lot of shit, like a lot of people I lost and shit, but I never did put the song out. I think I'm gonna redo it.
It wasn't good enough? It wasn't the right time?
I think I did it too. It was the quality was just poor as hell. Like that was before I started going to real studio and shit like that. So it sounds like it's just weak.
Now, moving forward, you and your dad reconnected after the death of your grandfather?
Mm.
How?
Um,
And what age were you?
I said I was like 16.
Okay, about 2 years after the death of your grandfather.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
It was almost, we had an 8th grade prom. It was almost time for my 8th grade prom. And my mom was just like, you know what I'm saying, like she was finna do a DNA test or some shit like that and see if better with my dad type shit. So, like, okay, you feel me? So they did the swab and shit. And they came back and like he just came to the house and we was talking. But I really couldn't vibe with bro for real, cause I'm like, you feel me? Like, bro, I don't know you. And I was still young, so you couldn't just, I mean, like, I knew he was my daddy, but I was, you feel me? To me, God, I was to the point where I feel like I knew everything, like, he couldn't teach me shit. But I still love him, though. It ain't a real father-son relationship, like, but I love bro at the death, though.
Was that your first time seeing him?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was awkward?
Yeah. It was definitely awkward. But I don't know. Yeah, that shit was awkward as fuck, man.
Did he try to engage with you? Did he try to talk to you?
Yeah. He did, but you feel me? I was so caught up in my ways, like, you know what I'm saying? I know I probably hurt his feelings or some shit, cause I was on some selfish shit, like I ain't really want to be around, bro, and shit like that. Like, he always tried to, you feel me, get me to come over his house and shit like that around that time when we had first started, you know what I'm saying, bonding, but I wasn't really on that. Like, I was already at the point where I was like, fuck that shit, so shit. But it got better over the years, though. As I got older and started to realize, like, it ain't this man's fault for real. You feel me? So, yeah, we straight now, though. I actually just talked to him on the way up here. But before I came.
Things have gotten better over time, like you mentioned. Is it because he has been doing his part trying to engage and reach out to you, or you're the one trying to give in a little bit more, or what?
I feel like I started to give in more. Like, as I got older, you feel me? Ain't no point in me holding no grudge with that man. I'm a grown man now. It ain't like I still need, you feel me? I know how to live now. I know how to survive. So it ain't too much now that he could teach me. I learned it already.
People in your shoes look at things different. Some people will hold a grudge for a very long time, maybe even forever.
Yeah.
F it. And some people forgive, give in, try to make it work, and it's the opposite. So,
Yeah.
just curious how you
Yeah, I forgave you, bro. It ain't. I say I love, man. So, but I don't really. You know what I'm saying? I do my own thing though. We don't really do. We ain't got no real close bond, but when we do talk, you know what I'm saying? He be happy to talk to him. I be happy to talk to him. So,